This is another session on missing letters in a name or abundant letters in a name. And I'll go again over this chart again, this letter chart. If one has an AJ or an S, which is the first, the 10th, and the 19th letter of our alphabet, they all add up to 1 if you add up all the numbers and reduce the numbers by addition to a single number. They all add up to 1. And depending on how many A, J, or S's in a name, you put one line or one check mark on 1, the column 1, if you find any A, J's, or S's. As an example here, we find a 1 for the a 1 for the A, and we have 2 1s, so we put 2 1s, or 2 check marks. And then for 2's, T is a 2, and T is a 2. It has 2 T's, there's 2 of those. So if it has a B, K, or T, it add up to 2. The B is the second letter of our alphabet, the 11th. The K is the 11th, which is 1 and 1 equals 2. And the T is the 20th of our alphabet, 2 and 0 equals 2. So you reduce the numbers by addition to a single number, 1 through 9. And C is the third letter of our alphabet, L is the 12th, 1 and 2 is 3, and U is the 21st, 2 and 1 is 3. So we're always reducing to the lowest number by addition. And the 4 is DMV, the 5 is ENW, the 6 is FOX, and so forth. 7 is GPY, and 8 is HQZ. In other words, the 8th letter of the alphabet is H, the 17th is Q, and our 26th letter, the last letter of the alphabet, is a Z, with 2 and 6 is 8. 9 is I or R. So now we fill out this whole chart. The name is Walter Carl Wright, and it's a 16-letter word or name. And we start filling in according to how many DMV or BKTs it has. And when we put the number 1 through 9 and see how many 1s, 2s, 3s, etc., we find that the name has no 4s and no 6s. Now, 4 has to do with somebody being organized, being able to routine things, somebody that has self-discipline, somebody that has a work or an activity ethic, and so forth and so on. Number 6 has to do with responsibility, home and family. So almost 4 and 6 are almost partners in a sense. It has to do with routine, responsibility, obligation, discipline, etc. Now, number 4 also deals with the planet Uranus, which means people born on the 4th, 13th, 22nd, or 31st could be a challenge to this person. And also August are Leo people, or February are Aquarius, because number 1 is the sun, and that relates to August are Leo people. And 1 and 4 are associated. It's written 1-4. Now, 6 is also a challenge, which has to do with family and obligations and the home. And number 6 has to do with Venus, which is Taurus or Libra people, as well as those born on the 6th, 15th, or 24th day of any month. Now we'll look and we'll see that the 9s, there's a lot of more, very heavy on the 9s. There's 4 of them. I guess it has, 2 R's? There's an R here in Walter, an R in Carl, and an R in Wright. Okay, so that's 3 R's right there. And there's the I in the name Wright, so that gives us the four R's. Now, what that means is that they have a lot of experience at finishing or completing things or ending things, and also with the public. And because 9 relates to Mars, they would have a good association with an Aries or a Scorpio person, as well as those born on the 9th, 18th, or 27th day of any month. So when you find a lot, that means it's a good association. When you find a little, it means that it's a challenge. So, and the 16th letter means that there's something about learning or religion or whatever in this person's makeup and a natural ability to do so. And they would learn through a male in some way as a child or as an adult going out of their life, even if they're a male.